Hey, dudes, give me some knuckles, man.
Fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole, man.
Fire in the hole.
All right, let's go ahead. And in honor of you being back behind the mic, we're going to kick it off with this, man, because you're finding your way.
I have found my way back, baby.
Hot time.
Oh, my goodness.
Welcome back.
What a hiatus. Hiatus
back,
from
Fire.
hell.
Welcome back.
Thank you, bro.
No, I never heard of this song before,
No,
boys.
I'm telling
Sorry.
you what, I have no. You got to. We're going to have some serious education after this.
I'm sure.
We're going to have to start trading, like, music files and shit. Because, dude, you got to...
Actually, I've
say?
got a good buddy of mine. When, he gets married after high school, graduates. And he and his wife, they moved down to Texas and California.
Yep.
And when this came out, it came out on vinyl, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
I sent him a copy of it. Like Find Your Way Back.
Oh, nice.
Kind of it's a little.
That's got to tie into you, too, man.
Absolutely.
See, that's what happens when you hang out with a Pisces, man. I dig into that spiritual side of everything.
Pisces?
I am a Pisces.
So what is that? What is the Pisces? The time window? Like what month? Or something like that?
February 19th through like March 20th or 23rd or something like that.
Yeah. What about you, brother?
Scorpio.
Scorpio?
Yeah.
November-ish.
Yeah.
November.
Yeah, October 30th.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, Halloween! Oh my
Devil's
God!
Night, baby.
No wonder you're in the cauldron, man.
Devil's Night.
Destiny has been fulfilled.
It's hot. It's hot in the cauldron.
Oh yeah, baby! It's gonna get hotter too.
That's right, baby.
Wait till we get some more alcohol.
We got these Aries here, That,
God of War.
That's right. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Aries the Ram, bullheaded bastard, as we all can attest when we're offline. Mr. Program Project Manager, we're going to do it this way. Thanks for your suggestion.
That's the only way we're going to do it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thanks for your suggestion. I'm not even going to write it down. Next.
You know what? He's got that down.
A little bit.
He's got that down. So, dudes, Fire and Brimstone, man. We are back.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, man.
To breathe in that filthy ash
That's
once
right.
again in the cauldron.
I was
man.
like, what the hell is he breathing?
You don't want to ask what
Yeah,
he's breathing.
Yeah. Just stay away from what I'm exhaling.
Yeah, that's it. His exhale is as bad as
Contact buzz.
Actually, maybe I should have the name Dragon. To be honest with you.
Oh, shit. I can see where this is going.
Yeah.
That's right.
Straight to hell.
Oh, beautiful. So, okay, we got another week here. Last week, hell of a week 5 of the NFL season. That was something else. We're going to go to week 6 here.
Disappointing week 5 as far as I'm concerned.
Before we do that, why don't we take a little take on the wide world of sports?
All right.
Why don't we go ahead?
Oh, yeah. And not only the wide world, but the agony of defeat.
Oh, shit. What the hell is up with that?
I don't know.
Talk to me about that. United freaking States of America loses to... Can anybody...
Money doesn't buy everything.
Trinidad and Tobago, I think.
If I give you a map, could you even find where Trinidad and Tobago is?
Oh, yeah, it's a Bahama island. Yeah.
Isn't it?
I know how to get there. I know how to get there. I'm a pirate.
Ah, jeez.
One-eye pirate.
That's all I need, baby.
What does that say about American soccer?
Well, they weren't even American. I mean, when you get beat and you get eliminated, whatever, you pony up and you go, you know what, we got beat. No excuses, we got beat. You're going to blame weather and a field condition that the other team is also playing in.
Right.
Sure, yeah.
And you are the United States of America, 320 million of us, and we can't beat Trinidad and Tobago.
I know.
The problem is we pamper them boys too much. And it starts from the ground up.
I don't know.
I think it's a whole system. I think
It's
it's
a
a
whole
whole freaking system.
Burn it
It's
down.
a whole freaking system.
Burn that shit down.
It does, yeah. Oh, first cuss word, not me.
That's right.
Beautiful, beautiful. Damn, I should have took the over. Oh, I just lost.
What was the time on that? We're going to have over-unders from now on.
Oh, yeah, but it was only the D word, man. Give me a break, dude. I mean, that shouldn't even count for me, honestly. I mean, come on.
And so it's just flat out embarrassing. Just flat out embarrassing.
No World Cup for us.
No World
next
Cup.
year.
And then here's what really sucks is that they won't be in a World Cup for 5 years. Because remember, the World Cup's a year away, right?
Yeah.
2018.
Boom.
And then the next one is 4 years off.
2022.
Yeah.
And so
Olympiad shit, yep.
So Bruce Arena, I saw the interview with him after the game.
You got to
goes,
go.
Oh, man, it's like, we're building a good program here. Screw you, you dumbass. I mean, you're building a program. Your program is like, yours.
Look, man.
You should have left the German in charge. Klinsmann.
You should have.
Klinsmann would have won that one, or at least tied it.
When it's a 4-year cycle thing like that, like the Olympics, you're all in the one that matters.
That's right.
You're
absolutely right.
You're not looking 4 years down the road.
That's absolutely right.
No.
Go big or go home.
You win now.
That's exactly right. You are absolutely right. You're not building for 2022, man. You got to be out there. You're playing for 2017.
With all our filthy, stinking money, how do we not have a World Cup?
We have to be as a nation.
That's because we don't let our young talent struggle like other countries.
Well, how about we just go buy the best of everyone, make them a U.S. citizen, and slap them together and see what happens,
That's another big
man.
political issue. You just can't buy citizenship.
Hey, you know what?
Go there,
baby. The Yankees bought championships. Many teams have bought championships.
Go ahead. Go buy Messi or Ronaldo. Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Well, obviously
cash,
for the World
boys.
Cup, you can't do that. Because you're
It's
playing.
nationalism.
I am
It's pride.
kind of being facetious.
right. It's
nationalism.
Yeah.
But the point is that they are using MLS players. These guys get paid. They're playing
Yeah.
pro ball.
Yes.
I got no problem with that. I got no problem with that.
Because they all do that, right? And that's
Yeah.
absolutely fine. It's the fact that they can't field a bunch of guys out there that can actually play freaking soccer.
They're not
That's stupid.
training them properly like other countries are.
Yeah, something's very off.
Because soccer's number 4.
So, okay. I'm done with soccer. I'm not going to talk about soccer until like 2021.
Yeah.
That's right.
2021, we'll reconvene in 4 years.
You know what? I'm gonna make a pledge right now. I won't talk about soccer until my 60s.
There you go.
Well,
There's the over and under on soccer when I reach 60.
I'm done.
that's a year
I'm
away,
done.
right? That year away.
Yeah.
No, it's
you-
a decade.
You brought up something earlier today.
Yeah.
If you're Budweiser, and you're
you're
going to spend all
Fox.
this money, you're like,
You're Nike. You can't sell jerseys.
I mean, you just lost the entire U.S. market.
It's $1 billion.
Like what percentage of it?
Yeah.
Huge.
Huge.
It's toast. Okay, so let's go on the positive side, man. We've got baseball playoffs.
Yes.
The baseball players are just freaking
man.
fun.
Yes, they
just
are.
absolutely
October
fun.
baseball.
How enjoyable was watching these Stros, man?
Oh,
They're banging out 8 runs
Yeah, they
every
are.
game.
They are.
8 runs, and like 5 of them are home runs, and they just give 0.
and
I didn't say it.
That you didn't say it. You didn't say it. We ought to be on video on that because we're ready to just fill in that.
We are.
The way he looked.
Exactly. yes.
Hold on. His finger was on the pause button. Just so you know.
No, it's good. It's October baseball. Tonight's Game 5. Yankees and Tribe for all the marbles.
Yeah. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than that. This is actually a great time of year. You get football, you
Tribe
get the
pulling
baseball,
that out, baby.
playoffs.
That's right.
You got basketball. Not that we talk a lot about it, but you got NHL started. I mean, there's a lot of
right.
stuff going on here, man. That's but no, it's just beautiful. The Cubs are playing tonight too. Let's see how far they can go.
That's right. They had rain delay yesterday.
Yeah. So it's all good. All right. Why don't we continue the wide road of sports, and why don't we head over to maybe some college football, because we haven't talked about that yet this year.
Oh, wow.
A little bit of college football action here, right?
Yeah.
And when you look at it, Bama, until Bama loses, they're up at the top.
The numero uno.
Yeah.
Well, it's not only that they haven't lost; they just play consistent. They play at a high level, very consistent.
Yeah.
And they, minimal mistakes, and he's always ranting and raving, even when it's not a mistake. But they play consistent.
They do a good job of it. I mean, it just they go quarterbacks, they go running backs, they go every position, and they just reload every single time.
They do.
It's Saban, but you have to think too. You look at the SEC. Come on, who's really powerhouse other than the Crimson Tide down there?
Well, they got Georgia in there. I don't know, man. Georgia.
You look at their schedule. You know what I'm saying? Are they playing cake schools or not? But look, it's still Saban. He deserves the respect. They're still winning and banging them out. They're consistent. They deserve to be at number 1.
Oh, I hate it when you're like
I'm a
giving all the positive stuff
just
there.
saying,
Yeah, I know.
those are the
I
facts.
know. It's a fact.
I think Clemson should be 1, man. They're the champs.
You
and ain't
were
lost.
saying that, man.
And they ain't lost.
The
They ain't
Dragon.
lost.
The Dragon was on that.
They ain't lost,
Yeah.
man, and they really haven't stepped down. I mean, they're wow.
Yeah, they're still performing at that championship level.
They do this for another couple years, man. They're going to have a ton of recruits way down the line. They're going to be good for a long time.
Who do they have in their conference, though? They've got
ACC, Florida State, Miami.
Florida State. Did I even see Florida State on here?
No.
They may have. They
lost
may have
2 or 3
plummeted.
already.
But
They lost their quarterback.
Miami's at 11.
Yeah, I was going to say, who else do they have?
VTech.
Yeah, VTech.
ACC. And then you probably got
NC State at 20.
Okay, all right. So they got some of the top 20.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I'm
and
just
then,
saying, man.
No,
I'm
hearing you. And then you got Washington at 5. Washington State's 8. So there's going to be a knockoff, there. So you're going to. And then don't forget about USC. Even though USC did lose, they're still going to, they got Washington.
They got Washington and Washington State too.
So there you go. So
plenty of football.
It's going to be a roulette, man.
In Ohio State and Penn State.
As I say, we haven't even talked about Penn State.
That's right.
Yet. Penn State's the best team in the Big Ten right now.
Well, no,
right now they're the best team.
They're ranked right where they should be.
Right now they are.
You can't argue that. No, I think the Buckeyes made some great strides in the last couple weeks getting that offense right, throwing the ball downfield a little more.
You got to get JT Baird to be more accurate. Let them settle in.
He's putting up some good, solid numbers, man.
Well,
I like where we're headed.
That's because he's got a running game too.
I think our target value is higher than Penn State's target value.
We'll find out in 2 weeks.
You'll find out when you go to Happy.
That's right.
Is Penn State at Ohio?
No. They're coming to the shoe.
They're coming to the shoe, and I guarantee you,
coming to the
that's
shoe.
going to be. They'll make that one a night game.
Oh, that's a Saturday night game.
Oh, yeah,
it's got to be.
That's a Saturday night. That'll be a blackout. That'll be probably a blackout, maybe.
That is not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday.
That's going to be a good game.
It's going to be. That's going to be a slobber knocker.
Oh, bloodbath.
Damn, that's good. I'm looking forward to
Whoever
that
wins that one's going to be in position 5 through 7.
How about the fact that the Big Ten finally admitted that was a bad call on that tournament?
Yeah. Well,
oh, my goodness.
Hey, what do you do? One final thing. Yep. Michigan. What the hell's going on?
I don't know.
You lose to Michigan State.
Little brother won.
Oh, my goodness.
Michigan State got right, man.
D'Antonio, every time he takes them in the big house, he's got their number in there.
It's Mike Hart. He should have kept his mouth shut. Mike Hart should have kept his mouth shut.
Yep.
All they got to do is replay that clip in the Spartans locker room, and guess what? They're going to win.
Yeah, hey, speak about keeping your mouth shut. I like what happened against Baker Mayfield there. And at least this is me. I'm not.
Let's go, Matt Campbell, Iowa State Cyclones.
Hey, you know what? The conference games are tough, man. I mean, we make fun. Of our conference too. But you know what? When you go to Illinois and they've stunk all year, they still hate you.
And they're going to step up.
You know, Iowa State hates Oklahoma. I mean, so they're going to give you your best shot, and sometimes the stars align.
And guess what? Do you think that Iowa State said, "This is our Super Bowl. This is our college championship, right?" We're going to play Oklahoma. We're going to play them like it is the last game that we will ever play.
Iowa.
Absolutely.
You
know, and it is tough being the Alabama and Ohio State and all those teams because every week you're playing a team that have you circled on their calendar all year long, right?
Yeah.
That is their Super Bowl. That's their championship.
They're going to prep for you.
Absolutely.
They're going to bring 120%.
So that is fun. A little run around the wide world of sports there, guys.
Yeah.
I like the, getting rid of the damn soccer. Like I said, no more. We're done with that shit.
Yeah, we're done.
They're absolutely done with that.
Basketball doesn't count either.
That goes in the appendix.
All right. Now, we'll go back to the bad. And that was our picks from last week.
Oh, they were horrible.
Actually, they weren't all that bad in the pros, week 5. Let's see, Troy, Mr. Fire there, you were you had 5 of 14 for the straight up and 6 of 14 against a spread.
5 and 6, man.
That's right.
Those are lows. Those are record lows.
I was 5 and 10.
Oh,
it was a little bit better.
Tied me.
Yeah, I got that. And then Mr. Treg and Ping there, you were 7 and 8. So you were like the most consistent of us out there.
Well,
but still,
hold on, 7 and 8. He's still a loser. So
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
At least he's breaking even in the money.
Oh, did you break even?
Yeah, no, actually, you get more in the money. You're in the money.
Well done.
So
well done.
So you can take that, but once again, just another week of
it's
crazy.
Control, man. It's crazy.
It just, oh my goodness!
That's pounding.
Let's look at the Jaguars. What the hell's up with that?
Ben just crapped down his leg.
Yeah,
and he had a horrible game. And he's all this talk about this negative talk they got going on, man. I don't know, but they're just not right.
No. I mean, you got to give the Jaguars credit.
Yes, they beat Pittsburgh down.
Leonard Fournette beat Pittsburgh down. The rookie running back beat Pittsburgh down.
Wasn't he asking for contact by somebody, man? He's like, come get some of me, boy.
Exactly.
Come here.
Leonard Fournette ran all over them.
Yeah.
Because you look at Blake Bortles' yardage. What was his yardage? Maybe 100, if that.
That's beautiful. Well, you know what? That's about all he's comparable for, man. Let's not push him too far.
And then if you look at the defensive back for the Jaguars, they got great defense back there. Those two DBs.
Yeah, but the Jags are either win big or get destroyed. So they're super. They're both ends of the spectrum. If they get consistent,
you go to Heinz Field and you take a W away from Big Ben and Le'Veon Bell and AB.
Boom. Yeah.
Boom.
Game up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what? When I was out in the backyard, I'm working on the backyard. I'm looking at the scores every once in a while. I didn't see Leonard Fournette catching any of the interceptions from Roethlisberger.
Yeah,
I mean, he still wasn't
defense.
It was all. It was. I don't know. It was defense. I don't know. It was Roethlisberger, but we're going to see some turnover here in the next couple of years. We're going to be losing the Bens. We're going to be losing the Bradys. I mean, you get this turnover of the churn that you've got because you've got some really good young quarterbacks coming up. And, one of them that I got to admit I like is Carson Wentz, man. I like Carson Wentz.
What,
he looks like the real deal.
Those Eagles out of the NFC East, they might take it.
Right now they're riding high, right?
4-1.
Yeah, they're riding high.
They're the best team in the conference right now by far.
Well, look, you got the Giants at 0-5. You got done. You got the Cowboys at 2-3, and then I think
putting up 31 each the last 2 weeks,
and still losing
and getting beat.
And then the Redskins are 2-2. So I mean the Eagles are the cream of the crop right now at this point in the season.
The division runs will have a little influence there, but boy, they're looking good.
They're
looking good, man.
Carson Wentz.
Okay, so and then we had the matchup of the two big cats, the Panthers and Lions.
Jeez.
What the hell happened there, dude?
Drank too much Kool-Aid. That's what happens with the Lions.
My Super Bowl pick. My Super Bowl pick got right.
The Panthers showed up and sacked Stafford like 5 or 6 times. And Cam looks comfortable. He looks like he could whip it in there.
He had a good game.
He had a good game.
I bang on Cam.
Exactly.
He had a good game.
He had a good game.
You got to give it the
that's
dude's
back
credit.
to back now against the Pats and the Lions.
Yep.
So, which leads up to Thursday night.
Thursday night, that is just a slobber knocker. That's going to be an absolute.
That's 2-4-1 teams.
Oh my goodness! I'm looking forward to that one.
That's going to be a good game.
So you get the Panthers, you get the Eagles going to the Panthers, which that's going to be a good looking matchup. I mean, okay, let's see what Carson Wentz really can do, right? Because he's on the road.
Yep.
Thursday night under the lights.
That's right.
That's going to be that's
short
beautiful.
rest. Everything's kind of compressed. Their schedules,
and everybody has it. There's no advantage. They all have to do that. So that's going to be fun. Hey, dude, what were you thinking after Dak runs in the end zone at about 58 minutes and he leaves like about 58, 57?
He left
like
minute 12 or minute 6.
Minute 12.
Hold on, man. Hold on. I was thinking. Just like the Bengals fans did in the Super Bowl with you go, oh, shit. That might be just a smidgen too much. But in the NFL, you can't play that game, man.
No, you can't.
Take it while it's there.
You have to score because you dink around and lollygag that shit, man.
Right.
The next play you fumble the snap.
You're right. Absolutely, you're right.
Seattle Seahawks. Interception.
You play the game to win, as Herm used to say, and you got to take that points when it's there, man. So it ended up not enough, and the defense didn't come through.
Yeah, you got the other half of the team.
Like we said earlier, they've scored 30.5 per game the last 2 games,
and they lost both.
And they've lost both, man. Yeah, that's not a recipe to go anywhere in the NFL.
And you're right. Kind of like we were talking about soccer, no excuses.
There is no excuses. Your defense is ratchet.
That's right. You score. You get a chance to score. You're damn right. You put the points in the board.
Sean Lee is supposed to be coming back. So you add Jalen and Sean Lee as linebackers. That'll definitely help. But the secondary, man,
that's scary.
You might want to find some guys out there on the market, man.
Yeah,
and give a couple of shots.
The other thing is that it's a little bit scary that it looks like the Packers may have a running back.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Man,
that kid.
The kid.
I think they're going to get him more carries.
He shot out a freaking cannon.
They're going to give him more carrots.
Carrots. Whatever the hell they're going to give him.
That's a nice one.
Wait a minute.
Coming from a millennial, that is monumentous.
So you're going to be put on record that they're going to get more carries?
But you know what? He showed up in Zeke's house.
Yeah. You got to give him credit.
Yes, he did.
Yes, and showed Zeke up.
Yeah.
So.
It's give them credit. They won the game. They play well.
Dallas is America's team. They pony up to that loss, and they're going to go get after it.
You're damn straight. You're damn straight.
But you also have to give Aaron Rodgers his credit too.
He's ridiculous. He's ridiculous.
He extended the play.
I think right now his level of game is better than Tom Brady's, but you can't call his career better than Brady's. I mean, you'll never touch Brady.
Not yet,
unless you win 6 on your own. That's the number now.
Sure.
Montana had 4. Now Brady's got 5.
Right.
And they really don't care how many you lost. It's how many you won. Your hand is full. You're the man.
Okay, so who's the most complete team so far? 5 weeks into it.
Kansas City Chiefs, baby.
Yeah. How do you now?
They're fun to watch, man.
You always talk about Alex Smith.
Yeah,
you always
I do.
talk him up.
I know.
I talk up Andy Reid as the most under. He doesn't give as much press as he deserves.
No,
and he doesn't want it.
He's low pro. He doesn't want it. He doesn't need it.
You never hear him. You don't see him on the sidelines. Making all kinds of stuff. He's like a tank.
Calm and collected.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Alex Smith has kind of been crapped on in his career, man.
He has. And I've been one of the ones that crap on him.
He's kind of like the ultimate underdog, man. You gotta love the guy. If you keep him in Frisco, and you play him instead of Cap, you could argue they got a Super Bowl.
Right.
He gets booted. He comes to Kansas City, and he gets a game manager, tote on him, and now he's just blistering.
He's ripping it.
He's blistering people with
Look at the weapons he has around.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh my gosh. You get Cream, right?
Tyreek.
Tyreek, and the tight end that you
Kelsey.
absolutely love.
Kelsey.
I know.
Kelsey, man. He's my modern day Novacek, man. But way more athletic and way faster.
You know what that team reminds me of? It reminds me of old style Cowboys, man.
The 90s Cowboys. You're right.
They got a quarterback that doesn't light it up.
Right.
Eggman didn't carry the team. He just, he had the rest of it. That's right. He worked the team.
Yeah. Just don't turn it over.
You had Novacek. You had Irvin. You had Emmett.
Be really good on third down. Don't turn the ball over.
That's
and have about 14 defensive linemen that just eat offense for breakfast.
That's it.
And they got what? Barry's out too on defense. Just imagine they had Barry's.
Oh no shit!
Yeah.
Oh man, it would be it would be lights out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I'm suffering here, man. I am absolutely suffering. I'd rather be your 2-3 than my 2-3 right now with the Raiders because at least you got it's not because of injury. Okay, you run into the Packers. You know what I mean? You run into some teams. You run into some tough teams. Now the Raiders, man. I mean, we're in a world of hurt right now. With Carr down, we saw it last year. They just puked in the playoffs.
Yep.
And with Carr out, they're doing the exact same thing right now.
Yeah.
Except Donald Penn. I like the way Donald Penn will defend the team.
Yeah.
Did you see the video where he gets out of the car and he's ready to go and clean the clock of a couple of guys that are giving him shit as he's leaving the stadium the other day?
He's a very large man.
I would not go.
I'm not exactly tiny, and I mean, let's be legit here. But I tell you what, if I'm running my pie hole off on the sidewalk, and that big SOB walked out of the car.
Oh wait a minute.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, sir. He is huge.
A big dude's already pissed because he just
he's angry.
Now you're gonna piss him off some more.
I've been talking smack for 20 minutes beside his car, man.
No, I tell you what. Your Raiders, they need a big game from Beast Mode.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They do.
They do.
He needs 100 yards and a TD to establish that run game.
All right, so
opponents will fear them.
Let's jump ahead right to Week 6 then.
All right,
let's
do it, man.
So the Raiders they do the Chargers while we're talking about them. They got the Chargers come in. You're absolutely right. I don't give a rat's ass what they do. I really don't give a rat's ass who has to play or anything like that.
Right.
They've got to beat the Chargers. And you're right, Beast Mode's got to stand up. I feed them the ball like 20 times.
Yeah.
And just, run it down their just run it right over them. That's what they got to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tell me I'm wrong.
Thursday night game, man.
That's the Thursday night game, though.
Wow.
That is the one we were talking about earlier. That's going to be beautiful. I'm looking forward to that, man. That is going to be a nice one.
Panthers.
My Super Bowl pick has to beat the Eagles for my Cowboys. Because I tell you what, Dallas could. Who do we got this week, man?
They're on bye. You're on bye.
Yeah, that's right. They get a bye. They get a bye.
Okay, so guess what? We can pick up half a game. It all counts.
Yeah, by default, you're going to get that.
Otherwise, Philly's way out there.
So on that Thursday night game, you get the Eagles heading to Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina's going to stomp that ass.
And we got Carolina by 3 on that one. Oh, wow.
I picked the Panthers. It's a short week. You know what? These guys are traveling. Cam and them are at home. He's on a roll. 2 games back-to-back there. At Patriots, at Lions. I think he comes home, seals the deal.
You know what? I think I've got to go Panthers straight up, and I might pick the Eagles with the points. I mean, it's going to be. I think it's going to be that close. What do you think, man?
No. Panthers beat that ass. I mean, look what's happened to the league. All the teams, man. The perennial good teams. They get thunder crushed when they get beat. So. Philly's due for the ball to bounce the wrong way, and the turnovers to pile up. They're going to stink up one game. Panthers destroy them.
This would be the one to do it at.
Yeah. Now you know what? The Lions and the Saints. The Lions, okay. They need.
Man.
They don't want to fall behind the Packers.
They don't
want to fall. And
well, Detroit should be tied with the Packers.
They should be tied with the Packers. Yeah. That's right. But they go on the road down in New Orleans, and Drew Brees is picking it back up. He started out a little bit slow, now they're picking it up.
They're also getting Willie Snead back too, their slot guy, and then you got Michael Thomas. But the Lions defense, we lost Nagata.
Yeah, I saw that. Injured reserve. What, a bicep tear?
Bicep tear. Yeah. So, man,
you've had that, haven't you? Did you have a bicep tear?
No. I've never tore a bicep.
Oh, okay. I thought you've had that before, because I hear that's just a pain in the ass.
Oh, it's a big pain in the arm for a very long time.
It's a pain in the ass because you can't wipe your ass.
My dad tore his biceps.
Yeah.
I've seen it done, man. He did a whole year of rehab. So
wow.
It's ugly.
Hold
on. Don't even flip the page, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
This is my double super shocker of the week, man. The Jets are winning outright against New England. You can laugh all you want, boys. I'm telling you, man. Throw the iron down.
They go a little bit too long, and he's been huffing and puffing too much.
Hold on. Think about it. Let's back up.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
The NFL's loaded with controversy, right? Ratings are tanking.
Yeah.
You know what? People will tune back in to watch the fall of the Empire.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm telling you, man.
All right, Jedi.
I'm telling you, man. Patriots go down, and then they're 3-3. Holy crap!
Man,
when was the last time they were 3-3, man? If we had a stat guy, I'm telling you, it's been a while. But that will pull viewers back, hoping to watch their demise. Tom Brady, we hate you. Die.
I don't know how the Jets are. I don't know how the Jets are 3-2. I have no clue.
Oh, it's smoke and mirrors, man. It's smoke and mirrors.
No clue how they're 3-2.
But hey, they're there. So
they're 9.5-point dogs. And they're at home.
They're at home, too. 9 points.
Jets, man. I'm telling you, Jets. Outright, baby. That one's for Craig Reardon, my homie.
Oh, shit. I'm definitely going Jets with the points because the Patriots, I think it's been kind of smoke and mirrors.
Straight up Patriots, but, the Jets,
that's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. You're at home, and the way the Jets been playing, they've actually been playing a little bit better, But, and the Patriots, wait a minute. Last week, they didn't win that game. It's the Buccaneers lost it.
Yeah. Winston lost it.
Yeah, because they had 3 missed field goals. They only lost by 6 points. Yeah. They had 3 missed field goals, and Winston was just off. He was he was off the whole game.
He was in all of Tom Brady.
That was nothing on what Brady was doing. Brady and the rest of the Pats. Now, another game that I like, the Steelers and the Chiefs. Steelers go to the Chiefs.
Dude.
That's a nice game.
Pittsburgh's in trouble, man.
They are, man.
I think so.
It's hard to play at the Chiefs.
I'm telling you, man. Kansas City is just on all cylinders right now, man.
They are.
You have Le'Veon Cowbell. Yeah. You have, Antonio Brown. I mean, how are you in trouble? It doesn't seem right. I know what you're saying. It doesn't seem right.
It's your ball distributor that's in trouble. His head's not there.
I don't know.
Something ain't clicking, man.
Yeah.
And now you've got this element of dark energy on your team.
Yeah.
Because you're just not clicking, so you're focusing extra harder. It's becoming more
right.
Tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision.
And now you're going to go on the road to the loudest freaking place in the NFL, man.
Oh, it is.
Kansas City's insane.
That is usually the worst. Everybody says it's the worst as a visitor.
I would love to go sit in a Kansas City game, man, and just watch it. Just
that place where the Hawks nest.
Yeah, of course I couldn't listen long because I'd be deaf after a while. But
Chiefs go 6-0.
I'm with you.
The Steelers are mistake prone right now, and if you do that on Kansas City, you're blistered.
Yeah.
Well, what's the spread on that? Okay, Kansas City by 4.5. It's in there. You know what? I'm with you. I think I go Kansas City both ways.
Yeah. Outright.
Straight up, and then
outright. And I don't know what the over is, but take it.
With the over. Yeah, that's a good point about that one.
Another big game, man. The Rams Jags. Both 3-2, man. Yeah. Because whoever goes to 4-2, you're 2 games away from halfway through the season, and you're looking at possibly being 6-2. Now, either one of those teams at 6-2 right now in the divisions they're in, they are sitting
good,
really good, baby. Really good, man.
That's going to be an interesting one. What's the line of that? Jags?
Because both teams are all over the place. Either team, they either play super great or super crappy. And if we can get both of them to play super great in that game, holy smokes, man, it's going to be fireworks.
Jaguars at home.
Jaguars at home.
Jags
by 2.5. Oh, I'm going Rams both ways.
Rams?
I'm going Rams.
They're coming from the West Coast.
I'm going Rams. I like Gurley. Gurley's on my fantasy team.
That's a good point, man.
Hey, anytime you travel, look at San Francisco. They're coming all the way to D.C.
Yeah.
You're going to mess with your clock.
It does. Wow. It looks like statistically when they do travel to the East Coast,
that
puts
some
wear and tear on
I'm going to have to take the Rams with that one.
I got to go Rams both ways.
I think it's Fournette all the way again.
Yeah, you think so?
Fournette and Bortles don't turn the ball over. You'll be good. because those Jaguars defensive backs, they're gonna work on golf all day.
They're good, man.
Okay, what about the Browns? Okay, the Browns playing Texas. Not much about the Browns.
No, we can't we can't talk about them.
No, dude.
They're not worthy. They're a mess.
They're away. Man.
What are they doing with Deshaun Kaiser? Are they just going to screw this kid up?
Yes, and we said this in the preseason.
Yes, we did.
When we talked about this, we're like, man, if you go out there and get him killed, you're going to kill his mind.
That's
and his
absolutely right.
And then he's wrecked. He's got PTSD, shell shock for the rest of his life. And dude, that's happened so many times in Cleveland to quarterbacks, man.
Yeah,
when you get the crap knocked out of you all the time, you're scared.
That's right. That's exactly it.
And you're not playing the ball the way you should, man.
Not playing comfortably.
Last week when we were talking, when Derek Carr played his first season, he went 0-10. They just put him out there. They just learn. Learn.
Yeah, good luck.
Troy Aikman in his first season,
1-15, baby.
Okay, now, but they supported him. They said, "Dude, you're gonna be fine. Just keep going." But they weren't as young as Kaiser.
Right.
He's the youngest dude in the NFL right now. He's 20? Out there. I don't think 21? He can buy. Can he buy beer?
I don't know. If he's 21.
Yeah. You're playing around men, and he's out there. He's getting his ass kicked. That's a different story. That is a completely different story. I feel for the kid.
20 years old versus the 25 to 28 year range.
No shit.
Oh,
look at Harrison, James Harrison. They go up against Harrison. Guess what? He could be like his dad.
Mid-30s.
Yeah.
Harrison could be his dad. He's playing against him.
Beating his ass.
That's right. That's just, they're putting the kid in a position that he can only lose. That's the thing that gets me. That's what I don't like about it.
But he's got to learn from these losses, though. The key thing is the lesson he's going to get out of it.
No, there's not, man. That lesson could be overridden by the physical pounding and trauma.
Sure.
They have the best left tackle in football in the last 15 years.
They do.
And you can't find a couple of guards in the center to help him? Come on, man. Pay the fat, ugly guy's money.
Yeah, you're right about that. That's where it starts.
Great linemen make average skill players above average.
Every Cowboys team,
and the story.
O-line.
I've had this conversation with many people, when they think that they talk football to me and whatnot. And I'm, okay, you have the number one pick.
Yep.
And you have the two best players, and one's a quarterback, and one's a left tackle. Which one you taking?
Oh.
Quarterback. You're an idiot. Take the left tackle and seal the deal for the next decade.
Oh, remember the Rams? When they picked Orlando Pace?
Yeah.
Exactly.
He was there. He was there for a decade.
Yep.
How many number one quarterbacks have ever turned out to be worth being that number one quarterback?
And you make an excellent point. If you look at offensive linemen versus quarterbacks, and
the dollar
percentage,
value. Oh yeah, it's over, man. Left tackle, he should be the second highest paid player in the game.
Absolutely.
Assuming they're right-handed. Now, if they're lefties, you need a right tackle. But
most of the other games look like, Okay.
Average.
So here's what we'll do. We'll fill out the chart.
There you
go. it out there. We'll get it on the Facebook. We'll get it on Twitter and all that sort of stuff, and let everybody. And we want people to bang on it too. Anybody who doesn't like what we say, that's absolutely fine. Just go ahead and bang on it.
So, Doug, I got a question. What movie did you just watch this week?
You know what? I was telling you about this earlier. I watched John Wick, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
You just now watching John Wick?
Yeah, when did that come out?
Probably Toledo.
When did that come out?
I don't remember.
Did you
6 or 7 years ago?
Did you just get the Fire Stick or something, man? And you were like searching. You're like, let me check this one, man.
Yeah, what the hell?
I found out about this thing called Netflix. It's
the
thing.
Welcome to John Wick.
He had no idea where he was surfing, and John Wick pulled up. And he's
he had a research. Let's watch this guy.
Yeah.
What you think of John Wick?
It was awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Wait till you see part 2.
That was awesome.
It's been already out for a couple years.
Well, part 2 will be like 5 years from now.
Yeah. Wait. When the men's national team is in the World Cup, 5 years from now, he'll get part 2.
Oh yeah, we got that on tape too, man.
That's right.
The next U.S. World Cup, we're having a John Wick 2 party. John Wick 2 party. I don't care where we are in the universe.
That's right. We'll Skype it in, baby.
Yeah. Wherever we are in the universe, the next time when I'm 60 years old.
Well, by that time we might be on 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to once again bet the under that I make it to 60. But anyways,
by that time, the movie Son of John Wick will be coming out.
Oh yeah.
John Wick's son.
All right, guys, this is a good time.
Yeah, it was a great one, man.
This is a blast. All right, we'll get everything out there, and we'll talk to you later.
Go Lions.
Ciao, boys.
Bye.